call it defense. I call it being lazy.
Yeah, it's lazy, Shaq. They've been outworked, and you gotta beat them to the basketball. That's the kind of team that you want to have. And so far, they haven't answered the bell.
And now here's something that's always interesting. Let's see what the fans are up to on social media. We've got one. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And the Lakers, looking at who they've got, it's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. MP is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Reddish in at the 3, the small forward.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Now, here's Williams. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. No good from outside.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
From deep, MP nails it from beyond the arc. MP's got 44.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Pass to Wallace. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Wallace has got 7 points in the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Brown against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Leading scorer on the night, and he looks very hungry for more. Keep feeding him. Operation Feed the Horse.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Reddish. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. From deep, MP. Yet another bucket.
Once again, he cannot be stopped.
It's incredible. He's nearing second overall in career 50-point games and still going strong.
And chasing the incomparable Michael Jordan. I mean, that comparison alone gives you chills.
James with the block.
Oh, look at the old man still getting it done on defense. LeBron James still takes great pride in rejecting shots.
Brown gets the bucket.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now here's Wallace. 7 points in the game. Back to Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. No good. Unable to win this run. Los Angeles has gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game. Don't judge Holmgren by his size. He does have a passing skill set, finding shooters and getting them the ball.
Brown passes to Davis. Gilgeous-Alexander against MP. Misses the 3. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Wallace. Connects from downtown. Wallace has got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
And here's Brown for three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Wallace outside. Pass to Williams. Fires for three. It's hauled in by Reddish.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
And here's Brown for three. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Dort outside. Williams on the wing. Holmgren, the pass to Wallace. Screen by Holmgren. Beyond the arc. Rebound, the Lakers. Outside, Brown. Fires the three. Sinks it from distance. Brown's got 56 in the game. The three is up. The shot, no good. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's Los Angeles running away with it. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And we reach the...
System and how you fit in with the players around you.
A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Williams comes in for Wiggins. Lou Dort, he's checked in for Caruso. And it's Wallace in for Joe. Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the 4th.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Lakers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And make no mistake, this has been a legendary year for them as they continue to rack up win after win. The confidence, enthusiasm, and carefree attitude they played with has now helped earn them their 72nd win this year. Just remarkable.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured The first 2 meetings of the year.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Hayes is checked in for Vanderbilt. And he sinks the second.
Couldn't hit them all, and they need every point they can get.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. Jacks up a 3. Adams controls the rebound and the putback.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, but when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside sinks the tray.
Outside, inside, in between, it doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's MP from outside, and again for 3.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in for him.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the 4th most threes in a single game. Williams passes to Holmgren. Williams in the post. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Jackson Hayes.
At the line for your Thunder, Williams. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second one. 5 ticks left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. And here's MP from outside. No good. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
And so what are you going to do with the jersey? Probably hang it up in my practice gym somewhere. You know, I worked hard for this one. Hey, good luck the rest of the way, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. You too.
Stay healthy. Yeah.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
They talk the talk. but you walk the walk. Time to warm up. Get ready to rock.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
It's almost time for action here in Oklahoma City. And as the Thunder arrived earlier on, they appeared to be in no mood to show any mercy tonight. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Isaiah Hartenstein.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
And now the Lakers starting group. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Austin Reeves out there with MP. And it's Reddish in at the small forward. And for Oklahoma City, the post pair for him will be Williams and Holmgren. Mason Wallace is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward. So, Greg, it doesn't get much better than this, does it? Major playoff implications in this one tonight.
Both teams have a lot on the line in this contest. Seeding in the postseason can make make or break a team's chances.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wallace. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by the Lakers. MP looking around. From downtown, traps in the tray.
MP stretching out the defense.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. Outside, Dort. Wallace kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. The baseline J. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
There's a great pace to Gilgeous-Alexander's game. The mid-range fits well.
Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. LA's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And here's James outside. Dort grabs the miss. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort a screen on Brown. Wallace misses.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's Brown playing Oklahoma City. He was nearly unstoppable.
Oh, nice jumper from MP there. The D is going to have to do a lot better job if they want to try and contain him.
Here's Wallace. Pass to Dort. Driving in. Power down with both hands.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. MP outside. Off target from outside. The Thunder have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see a miss from there.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, MP in the last game against Oklahoma City was all business. He finished with 59 points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. Totals like that put him in rarefied company. A game for the ages. Back to you, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Inside. Here's Wallace. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Davis. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Alex Caruso comes in for Dort. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace hits 2 free throws. Lakers leading by 4. MP outside. Hits the three-point bomb. MP's got 15 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Wallace attacking. Drops it in from 11 feet. MP with it. He's got 15. Pass to Christie. Down kicks to Green. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Three-pointer, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Williams passes to Joe. We've got 22 seconds left here in the opening quarter. The Lakers in the lead. Brown outside. For three. Trains the three-pointer. Brown's got 21 in the game.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Lakers lead by 8 and will return shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
So much good energy and flow tonight. Has really come out a great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
They've got Aaron Wiggins. Isaiah Joe is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Caruso in at the small forward position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
James checked in for Steven Adams. Now here's Brown, covered by Joe. A nice shot by Brown.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Thunder trailing by 10. Now here's Wiggins. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Now Hartenstein. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Hits it from three-point range. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Joe, good.
Well, Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
And here's Brown outside, and it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And here's MP for 3. Good on the triple. MP's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Pass to Wiggins. Down low. Here's Hartenstein. Green with the rebound. Lakers leading by 17. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. Reeves against Gilgeous-Alexander. The three from MP. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. The people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. And then for Los Angeles, Anthony Davis is checked in for Green. Vanderbilt comes in for James. And it's Reddish in for Austin Reeves.
What's up?
Free throw good from Brown.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
Pass to Holmgren. Here's Williams. Dort with the ball. 6 to shoot. 17-foot shot on the way. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Vanderbilt the pass to Reddish. And here is MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. He got it again. Sensational.
Another night, another 40 points in the books for him. What a season.
Greg, you're right. He is edging ever closer to the second place mark for most 40-point games in a year.
And with Jordan's mark of 37 firmly in the rearview mirror, he is now marching towards Wilt's 1963 mark of 52 games of 40 or more. Just a legendary season.
Wallace outside. For the 3. That shot off the mark. And so it's Los Angeles, holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Can't miss this many shots and not be competitive. They're rushing, looking desperate. Kind of feel sorry for them.
No, you don't.
You were laughing while we were watching it.
Hey, man, that's off the air.
And now, as the regular season marches on, here's how things look in the West as we near the final stretch.
Taking a look here at the Thunder, last week of the season, they want the playoffs to start, but they still got to take care of business.
Interesting time. You want to avoid injuries, but also not lose your momentum.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Austin Reeves out there with Brown, and it's Reddish in at the 3 slot. He gets that one.
And what a night to remember for MP. Still so young, this guy could have many nights like this in the future.
Wallace outside. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. MP passes to James. On the wing, Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And it's MP with the 3. MP's got 46 points.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
The tray. And Dort gets it to go.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander won't. The three-pointer, no good. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Brown outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Dort misses.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Here's James. Makes good on the step-back jumper. James has got his first basket.
All 3 levels, LeBron James, the ultimate all-time scorer.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. No good that time. Good D by James. He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
There's Brown with the 3. And, yep, another basket.
Historic 50-point night. What a streak he's on.
With this performance, he now has the longest streak of 50-point games in NBA history. The shot by Williams, no good. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 13-5 run. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. First free throw is good. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Thunder. And then for Los Angeles, Adams, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for James. Christie subbed in for Austin Reeves. So he gets them both. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the inside, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Shoots the three. Sinks the three-pointer. MP's got 57 points.
I mean, this guy is unreal. What a show.
Pass to Caruso. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. On the wing, Brown. Wallace covering. And the three off target. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Williams kicks to Caruso. Clock at 6. Back to Williams. Shoots over Adams. Misses off the right iron. And here's Los Angeles. They're on an 18-7 run. There's Brown with the three. Yet another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And Gilgeous-Alexander has that length to be able to extend up to the rim.
You've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brown, no good. Oklahoma City shooting is leaving some to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. Brown against Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, nice job down low. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 in the quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
MP outside. Good, another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Lakers on top, opening up a huge gap. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And we Oklahoma City. Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Jalen Williams comes in for Wiggins. Dort, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Cason Wallace in for Isaiah Joe. The Lakers also making some changes. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And again for 3.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the 4th most threes in a single game. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch-and-shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
And Williams drops them both. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Wallace against Brown. A 3-ball. And got it! Another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Over in the corner, Dort. Outside Williams, beyond the arc, bangs home the trifecta. Williams has got 7 points for the quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it's pretty incredible when you look at the body of work this year, guys. I mean, when they hit 70 wins, we were astounded. And then now, the wins continuing to pile up in what's been truly a remarkable and special season.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
And that one misses.
Lugansdorf continues to find ways to impress you and expand his offensive game, but he knows he's coming to the league as a defender, and he takes a tremendous amount of pride in it.
The Lakers making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. There's Brown with the 3. Connects again from distance.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep cropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Here's Williams again, Oklahoma City.
Gilgeous-Alexander's nothing if not a creator to make that pass in his sleep.
And here's Brown outside and again for 3.
And with that made 3, he now stands alone for 3rd most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, DA. What a shooting performance. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
MP, you keep bringing up 50s like you're in the dunk contest.
Wins pay the bills, baby.
Man. Here we go. Yo, what you doing here in Plainview, man?
I live here now. And it was either Wolfpack or Dynasty for Club League, and I didn't want to play with you. So I chose Wolfpack.
Yeah, so you want the scouts to see you playing on the losing team and see a star on that, okay.
Now, I'm going to get the scouts to notice me by shooting every chance I get. I mean, if I play with you, you'll be yelling at me to make the extra pass.
That's right, because I want to win.
Okay, that's all you think the scouts care about?
Yeah, the scouts care if you can win, bro.
Okay, then you really are stupid, bro. Let me give you some game, man.
Here we go. All right.
Scouts only care if you got the skills that translate to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Point blank, end of story.
Well, you only prove that by winning.
No, you prove that by showing how you can help them win at the next level. All right, I'm cocky, but I'm not stupid, MP.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm not a high flyer. I'm not a rim protector. So if I want to lead this broke down town, I have to prove I can shoot.
That makes sense, bro. Because you're small.
Man, you ain't got to be Wemby to shoot out the gym. But since you care so much, I'm going to give you that L you've been asking for.
Yeah, I bet.
All
Let's
right,
do it.
Bet.
We're here in Plainview, Illinois, tonight's venue for Club League basketball between the Wolfpack and Dynasty. Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. What a game this should be between two heated rivals on the club circuit.
Heated rivals indeed. Rarely do you see teams like this dislike each other this much, especially in the Club League circuit. But you know what? This is a showcase game for both teams.
At the center of it all will be MP, the star player for the Dynasty. He'll be tasked with keeping their winning streak alive.
Looking to make it a dozen straight wins to start the Club League season, but I know the Wolfpack are licking their chops at the prospect of ending the Dynasty's win streak. And how excited are you for this one? This is about as intense a game gets at the club level. These teams genuinely dislike each other.
Hits the three-pointer.
Love how competitive Wells is, coming right back with his own triple.
MP with the rock. Wells on him. MP, no good. And Drake, you talk about the rivalry between the Wolfpack and Dynasty. They've both had their moments.
They certainly have, and I would expect a very physical game here tonight. That's the bare minimum when these teams play.
There's the triple. They get it back. Zadirko hits the jump hook.
Zadirko is an absolute dog inside. He wants that fight close to the hoop.
Well, you think about what sets MP apart on this Dynasty team. His athleticism you rarely see at the club level.
He's been stunning, Joe. When he's driven, he's physically capable of explosive feats. Speaking of, I'm setting my phone up right here because I think we've got a great angle for some viral content.
MP has such a natural look on his three-point attempts. Just pulls up and lets it fly from outside.
Wells outside. From outside the arc, hits the trifecta.
Someone must have gotten their signals crossed if he winds up that wide open in three-point range. I'm sure that was not the game plan.
MP outside. Beyond the arc. Another three for the Dynasty.
Oh, the response three from MP. This guy is all about winning.
Up top, it's Wells. Now covered by MP. Patrick Wells misses another. And with the high school season now in the rearview mirror, for many of these players, they are solely focused on club play.
And winning on the club circuit is their only goal as of now. I'd expect that to mean the games are going to be a little bit more chippy because of that.
Outside Stauffer. Wells outside. Over MP. Patrick Wells misses another. MP outside. Nice. 4 for 7 from the floor with that make.
Focused finish by young MP. He's such a cool customer.
Wells outside.
And all around the rim that time before it drops. Defensively, I'd like to see a little more pressure on the shot. Good look from mid-range.
And here's MP on the outside. Rebounded by James.
And you look at the dynasty, MP has led the charge all season long. He's been a huge factor for them.
Without a doubt, he has rejuvenated the team this season. A standout for the dynasty as soon as he joined.
Oh, I mean, come on. If you give Timmerman this kind of positioning, he will slam it home. The D's just got to be better.
From deep, it's MP. Mr. Ball meets Mr. Basket for the 5th time tonight. He's now 5 for 9.
Well, if you don't close out on him, he'll drill it from deep. No problem.
Now Wells. 8 points for him. Here's Timmerman. Good work defensively by Michael Luan. MP outside. From downtown. And the Dynasty another 3. MP has been something else this first half. Well on his way to a huge game. And for Zach Timmerman of the Wolfpack, he moved here from Iowa not too long ago.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much of him, and I know the Wolfpack would have liked to see more of him. Unfortunately, he's been plagued by back problems, which can't be fun. You wonder how long he'll be able to keep playing for. That's just textbook work inside by Wells. He understands how to attract the D's attention and makes a move.
And he can't hit the second one. The Dynasty with the lead. MP outside. This one for 3. Again, MP missing. And the Wolfpack have possession. Outside James. Off the mark there with the 3. On the wing, it's MP. Guarded by Wells. MP, no good. Outside, it's Johnson. To the inside. James slams it home.
Showing you the instincts he has as a passer.
And with a showcase game like this in tonight's rosters, you can expect a lot of college scouts in the stands.
The importance of this game, setting the narrative of each player's potential. Opinions are forming about these players, and each minute could be another pro or con in each scout's report.
Now here's James. The 3. And Patrick Wells with the 3.
Wells is demonstrating day in and day out how assertive he is. He's ready to shoot as soon as he catches the pass.
MP outside. From deep. Another miss by MP. The Wolfpack trailing here. Wells outside. Puts up a 3. The Dynasty grab the miss. They've led by as much as 10. From deep, it's MP. And the Dynasty another 3. And you love how MP has been able to put up the points with all the scouts watching.
When I talked to Wolfpack shooting guard Deshaun Carter pregame, he had a tablet with some personal scouting notes, animated plays, and video highlights.
Yeah, Danny, I was looking at his tablet, and he even had a My NBA franchise with creative players to represent each team. That level of dedicated planning makes him a database of information on these teams.
The Wolfpack making a switch here.
Substitution for the Dynasty. Substitution for the Dynasty. James Ziegler. MP. Danny Cobb. Substitution for the Wolfpack.
This could get even more out of hands if they continue to put up points.
And what a team performance it's been.
And it's MP missing. The Wolfpack with the ball. Well, halftime not too far away, and MP and Wells have both had their moments.
And the talent gap between these two doesn't look that big, if there's even a gap at all.
Wells is cooking this first half. Great scoring output from him.
You look at this Wolfpack roster, a lot of players who will play college ball, but Patrick Wells could be the barometer.
And they are ecstatic to have him with the team. Add some much-needed shooting. They're hoping he can change the fate of their season. It's very easy to see why MP is so high on the scouts list with how he's scoring tonight. Outside Stauffer. Passes to Wells. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Eric Fisher. On the wing, it's MP. He's got 26.
And right now, he is flat out feeling it from beyond the arc.
No gloves, just the hot hand, and they'd be smart to keep riding that.
Wells, no good. And here's MP.
Hey, yo, right here.
There's the three. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Dynasty out front, running away with this one. And we'll be back in just a moment. The teams have had their break. The Wolfpack and Dynasty getting ready to kick things off here in the second half of play. And in club play this season, the Wolfpack enter tonight at 7-4, while the Dynasty are a perfect 11-0.
And I'd say we could throw out the record books, Joe. Whoosh! I threw mine right across the table. Sorry, Drake. Because of the history of these regional rivals is so complex. Both teams thrive on denying the other the chance to win in big games like this one.
Sinks it from distance.
They keep finding ways to pad their lead, and it just continues to grow.
All facets of their game are clicking. They look like a well-oiled machine out there.
Now here's Stauffer. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. He steps back. Wells. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
I mean, Wells has no shortage of confidence. And after a good night like tonight, it's going to help blow it up even more.
On the wing, it's MP. Guarded by Wells. And here's MP on the outside. And Robinson pulls it down.
And we're here in the gym of the Plainview Panthers. It's a familiar floor to some players in our game today because they go to high school here.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Having home court advantage is everything in a contentious game like this. A little extra bit of comfort might make a difference. You can't count anything out in such a heated affair.
Andrew Robinson with the slam.
Big-time hustle play on the offensive glass.
With a big-time finish to cap it off.
You can already tell at this level he's motivated, hard-working. He's going to give opponents fits at the next level.
Nails the three-pointer.
Well, with MP as he's looking forward, tonight is key for his development. His coaches want him to be a bit more selfish and dominate with the scoring.
And Patrick Wells outside. The shot misses. On the wing, it's MP. Guarded by Wells. And here's MP on the outside. Another three for the Dynasty.
They came out of the break with a clear philosophy. Shoot the three early and often.
And the entire team has bought into it. They're loving the bombs away mentality. And for Eric Dillard, he's a standout at the high school level in the area, but most scouts have him as a middling recruit.
He can just disappear from games too often, though. Great shot, but too many easy mistakes that he has yet to fix.
Substitution for the Dynasty. Ricky Davidson. Brett Hawkins.
Wells, now covered by MP. Outside James. 6 to shoot. Can't get it to fall. And the leader of this Wolfpack team, without a doubt, is Patrick Wells, a 3-star recruit who has a chance to play at the next level.
Hey, he's not the biggest or most athletic player on the floor, but when he warms up, I mean, look out. The kid can straight up shoot the ball. If he can bulk up and add some strength, he could be a factor in college.
Team foul. At the line for the Dynasty, Ricky Davidson.
First free throw is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. Hits one and then misses the second attempt from the line. Now it's Carter outside. Pass over to Robinson. Over Junior. A nice shot there by Robinson. They're in complete control.
Just about everything you're doing has been working out.
MP on the left side. And here's Hawkins. MP outside. 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Pure from three-point range.
Well, the big name in the showcase has to be MP. He's a 5-star recruit and has a clear path to the NBA with his skill set and athleticism.
And scouts want to see him take over the game. They want to see him be athletic. They want to see his instinct and moves on the floor. Because sometimes he can defer it a bit too much.
Now here's Robinson. Timmerman up top. Outside James. Drew Robinson for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
D was pretty much non-existent. Can't leave a good shooter open like that.
MP outside. The 3. And it's Timmerman with the board. And the Wolfpack with possession. Now it's Carter outside. Robinson. Up and in on the layup.
We talk about working for good shots. That is a great example.
You compare how this game has gone between MP and Wells, and so far it's been all MP.
MP has left no doubt that he's ready for the next level. He's a man amongst boys right now, and the NBA is going to be in his future.
Well, MP's coaches want him to look for that kind of shot more. You don't hear that about most 5-star recruits.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. The Wolfpack making a switch here.
Substitution for the Dynasty. Danny Cobb. Substitution for the Wolfpack.
Pass to Cordova. And it's stolen by MP. Here's Hawkins. And the Dynasty tack on 2 more.
And Hawkins knows when he should shoot the ball. Terrific job nailing the mid-range J right there.
Now it's Carter outside. He tries for 3. That shot missing. And on the bench for the Wolfpack, Coach Barry Bay. He's been with the program several years now and is trying to continue the success they've had this past decade.
Yeah, and standing directly in his path once again is the Dynasty. But with new leadership on the court from Patrick Wells, Coach is hopeful that the tide is about to turn for the Pack.
Johnson, now covered by MP. Count that one.
Sometimes you see old school elements in Johnson's game, like how he just aggressively attacked the inside to find the bucket.
Here's MP. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. So it's both teams making a change here.
MP for 1.
Shooting 1. Well, all game long, we've seen the passion that these teams have played with. No let up, no quit from anyone on the roster.
Yeah, passion is definitely one way to say it. Nothing that we can repeat on air, but it certainly seems beyond a little friendly ribbon.
Now here's Levesque. Fresh, the screen. Down low. Goes back up. It's hauled in by the Dynasty. And here's MP on the outside. That shot is off. The Wolfpack with the ball. To the paint. Up top, it's Carter. Johnson, covered by Junior.
Right here. I got him.
Cordova outside. And here's Joe Levesque outside. MP outside. And they double up MP. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. Instead, we'll have a jump ball. Called by the Dynasty.
Substitution for the Wolfpack. Time called.
MP outside. And they double up MP. On the wing, it's MP. Launches a 3. Nails it from 3.
You believe you've scored more than half the points? That's a major contribution right there.
And the Wolfpack with possession. Pass over to Robinson. Stauffer with the ball. Wells. That falls. Nice feed that time from Michael Stauffer.
Patrick Wells doesn't have a size advantage inside, so it's all about his touch.
MP outside. Off target from outside. And the Wolfpack have possession. Here's Stauffer. Here's Robinson. Robinson sets the screen. Shot clock at 6. The shake. And Timmerman throws it down.
And unfortunately, even with this run, it looks like they're still going to come up short.
Sure, it would have been really nice to see this earlier. Too little, too late.
And here's MP on the outside. Buries it from three-point range.
He just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Stauffer with the ball. That will do it. Put it in the books. The Dynasty continue their amazing start to the season and now stand at 12-0. Great win for them here.
A real gem. You can see why the Dynasty have been the team to beat. Great execution for them when it mattered most.
Well, you know the Wolfpack would give everything they had. You could feel the intense tone of this rivalry match early on.
Yeah, we've seen this before. Ultimately, talent just wins out. The Dynasty has a great group of players to build on, and they might have been tested here a bit, but they proved to be the better team.
For Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, this is Joe Lamy saying thanks for being with us.
Yo, she was here. I didn't see her.
Yeah, she came with her cousin.
Oh, I can't remember.
Man, you mind if I talk to him real quick? I apologize, bro. Hey, look, I know we butt heads over the years, but we go to the same school now.
Bro, are you thick in the head or something? I don't like you, man.
Look, I ain't trying to be your best friend. I'm just trying to win some games.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
How about we talk on the court? And off the court, you and me win cool.
Great. That's a great attitude. We're going to win states like that.
Yep, and I don't care about states.
Yeah, that's because you playing for the Scouts.
Right. And that's because you playing for the fantasy. What, you think they're going to rebuild the factories because you passing a little Jimmy in the clutch? You really want to help these people? How about you take over? Make the league. Then when you got some actual power, you can actually help these people. All right, stop this nice guy hiding behind that when the truth is you scared to become the player you need to be in order to build a real dynasty. This is just a costume, bro. These words, meaningless, unless you put something behind that.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Think about it. Can't believe how many North Beverly hats I saw today.
Man.
Front-runner high school team is crazy.
Yo, that's what happens when you win 8 straight titles and you're the most exclusive private school on the north side of Chicago, man.
5 assistant coaches. Full time.
Mm-hmm.
That means they've been scouting you for months.
Guess I'm gonna have to just go in there and do my thing, you know what I mean?
Stop playing, MP. Do you want to win, bro?
Of course I want to win. What you talking
then
about?
pass the rock. All right, you're on a whole nother level than everybody else. I get that. But we can shoot. All right, especially if we're wide open and they're throwing doubles at you with their all-star recruits, man.
Yo, Patrick, ever since you got to Plainview, you've been telling me to take over, prove to the scouts that I'm an NBA player.
Yeah.
And now we on the biggest stage and you sitting here to tell me to play timid? You scared? You nervous? What's up, man?
Scared, man. It's North Beverly. I can't lose to those guys.
Hold on. Why? Because you play with half of them on your club league team?
It's not the players, man. Players are in the same condition we in on scholarship. I'm talking about the fans. I can't stand the fans, man. They've been getting everything handed down to them. Their entire lives, man. And they swear it's because they're better than you.
Yeah, no, that's real. Meanwhile, somebody from Plainview can work twice as hard as them, and they'll never, ever get the same opportunity. I hear you.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
But yo, you want to hear something even crazier? One of the biggest donors at North Beverly is the guy who shut down the garment factory. And my grandfather, he worked there for 37 years, bro. 37 years, Patrick.
Man. If you force up shots, we're gonna lose, man. The stock's gonna drop. Who's left for me to manage?
Go with this managing thing, man. How about you just worry about knocking down your shots tomorrow, and then we'll talk about it, all right?
That's not a problem.
All right, then. Plainview. All right, man, let's get out of here, bro.
And let's go down to the floor as they get ready to announce the starting lineups.
Welcome, fans, to the High School State Championship. It's time to introduce the starting 5 for your Plainview Panthers. At power forward, number 50, Grant Carlo. The other forward, number 15, Al Pachusi. At center, number 6, Dave Zadirko. At point guard, number 1, Patrick Wells. At the other guard position, number 10, MP.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our coverage of the Illinois High School State Championships. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. Danny, we've got quite the matchup tonight between the Plainview Panthers and the North Beverly Bearcats.
Rubbing my hands together, a bit of a David and Goliath situation here. The Bearcats looking for their 9th straight title, but the Panthers have come out of nowhere, led by their star, MP.
He's the star of the show and has been nothing short of sensational all tournament.
Oh, he's a player that can cause a load of problems with his overwhelming talent. And I'll tell you what, Coach Altman and the Bearcats will have a plan, but some things you just can't account for.
And the Bearcats come into this final as the favorite. 8 straight Illinois State championships for them. An incredible run.
So the Panthers take the tip. Three-pointer. Fires in the triple. And you look at the program North Beverly has put together, it's something you rarely see.
Oh, they're gold standard for high school basketball around here. Great coaching, great teammates. Kids want to play for this team. And if you add it all up, they've made the most of their chances.
Now here's Dermonenko. It's stolen by Tombo. MP with the rock. Passes to Wells. Tombo. And here's MP on the outside. And it's rebounded by Bishop. Marcito with it. He's against Tombo. Bishop shot's good.
James Marcita is a talented wing who can play at the next level. At 6'10" and 240 pounds, small is not what comes to mind for this small forward.
Oh, no, not at all, Danny. It's noticeable how tall he is. And it's unusual to see that kind of mass in a high school wing. But again, that's the benefit of the international recruiting that North Beverly pulls from.
With just 5 to shoot. MP, no good. Here's the Bearcats with the basketball. Dishes to Marcita. Outside, Bishop. Now Cawthon. Tombo defending. Back to Dermonenko. The 3-ball. Tombo grabs the board.
And most days, that would be his shot. I'm not sure what the credit goes for the miss.
Certainly not to the defense. They're very fortunate that didn't go in, considering the room they gave him.
Good focus from MP at the arc. He doesn't want to waste one of his team's possessions. And in this matchup, you can be sure North Beverly will focus on MP. They know he's the cog in this Plainview machine.
MP is that guy. And as he goes, so does Plainview. Doesn't take a lot of scouting to see that.
Now here's Dermonenko. Here's Day. And then Javar Day with the dunk.
What an athletic play by Javar Day. The Bearcat getting up and attacking the rim.
MP outside. Pass to Zadirko. Wells outside. MP. From past the arc. And the Panthers hit it again from deep. The Bearcats trail. Outside, Day. First quarter play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Comes up empty down low. Plainview on offense. And when you watch Dermonenko on the court for North Beverly, he's as composed as they get at this level.
He's the smallest starter for the Bearcats, but he's sort of like this conductor of a larger-than-life Bearcat orchestra. He moves the symphony, and he collects assists from the giants of North Beverly.
Outside, Marcita. Bishop with the screen. Fires from deep. And it's Patrick Wells with the rebound. MP outside. And Patrick Wells outside. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
They've come out fast and furious. This game already looks like a mismatch.
Sure, there's obviously plenty of time left to play, but this one's showing the early signs of what's usually a blowout.
Now here's Dermonenko. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him right there.
And here's MP on the outside. Misses the mark. His third miss of the game. He's now 4 for 7. And Ben Bishop, the big man for the Bearcats, 7+ feet in the middle. Hard to miss out on the floor.
Yeah, sticking out on the floor with his height. The mobility is the only question mark for him. He moves like he's 50 years old and drives a minivan. But man, when he gets into position, he's a load to deal with.
6 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clocks. Here's Dermonenko. And off the left side of the rim, and it scrolls down and in for him.
North Beverly has tools at every level. And when Dermonenko hits mid-range shots, it's confounding to try to stop their team.
For 3. And MP, good for 3. What a run run it's been for MP, and he has double-digit points in this quarter alone. With 1 on the clock, and no good trying to get that one. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. It's the Panthers. They lead by 12. And when we come back, we'll bring you the start of the second quarter. Welcome back, everyone. We're here at the United Center. Second quarter of the Illinois State Championship getting underway. Here's Chu. And something to note between these two schools, Plainview has never beaten North Beverly.
Wow, Joe, just lay out the cold hard fact like that? Yeah, I'm not sure I would ever bring that up in the locker room or make the sole point to fire up the squad, but either way, staying undefeated over another team can be a real challenge on that end.
Now here's MP. A three-pointer off the mark. Now Chu. Tight defense on him. There's a screen by Lee. Chu, no good. Plainview with the lead. MP outside. Gish to Tombo. Back to MP. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc. Nails it from 3.
Well, no doubt MP is a legend for Plainview already. Likely to be the first graduate to have ever seen the NBA.
And for someone who's never seen him, MP's athleticism is something special. He's got great basketball IQ, and you can see the potential ooze out of him. This is just the start of what can be a decorated career.
They've built on a very nice lead.
And no signs of slowing down either, as far as I can tell.
Gish to Tombo. Yes, and it's MP picking up the assist.
That's just smart basketball. I mean, Tombo knows where to get his points.
To the left side. Coffin down low. Tombo defending. Outside, shoot. North Beverly no good on that one either. MP with the rock. And it's Aslanoglu picking him up. MP, no good.
And Dillard, another shooter for Plainview. Solid jump shot, but misses a baffling amount of easy layups.
He'll have a few head scratchers each game, Danny.
Playing with his head up, locates his teammate, gets him the rock.
Now here's MP. He's got 18. Lets the 3 fly. Gets the 3 to fall. And they have no answer for MP. He's pouring it on, willing his team to a state title. Just looking to get anything going offensively.
Honestly, it feels like there's a lid on the hoop right now.
Here's Coffin. Back to Splitter. Johnny Chu. Try to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. MP right side.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Little. Tombo up top. Dillard. And here's MP on the outside. The bucket falls. He's now 8 of 14. MP can smell that Illinois State title, racking up bucket after bucket.
Let's talk about Danny Coffin for a moment. The Bearcats power forward loves to clean the glass.
He's got a real pack mentality, too. So when a shot goes up, Coffin is nearly always in the picture, and he's either boxing out or snagging those boards himself for easy second chance buckets. Off target from 3-point range. Aslanoglu outside. Panthers pick up the board. MP outside. Again, MP missing. And here's Chu. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Coffin sets the screen. And that's good. Johnny Chu for 3.
He got hung up on a great screen and gave the shooter some wiggle room.
Yeah, for sure. If he sees any daylight at all, he's pulling the trigger.
Here's Tombo. And there's the pick. This one for three. The rebound by Leftos.
And no matter how this game goes, what a run it's been for Plainview. The first time they've gotten this far in school history.
And you can tell by how much the town has loved it. Fairy tale ending or not, this has been a year to remember for Plainview. MP outside. The three sends it home from three-point land. You talk about coming out hot. MP at the 20-point mark here in the first half. Passes to Cawthon. And he can't answer back. The three-pointers offline. And Lee is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Substitution for the Panthers. Dave Zadirko. Justice Rosenberg. Patrick Wells. Substitution for the Panthers.
So as we conclude the first half of play, a fairly one-sided affair thus far. Plainview out front. They lead by 18. And we'll return right after the halftime break to bring you the third quarter. And we're back. Illinois State Championship second half action about to restart. And it might be intimidating for some of these players, playing in such a hollowed ground here at the United Center.
I think it's safe to substitute the might for a definitely does. It's bigger here. The sights, the sounds, everything. It's a dream come true for many of these players.
And it's MP missing. And so with it, it's North Beverly. It's an 18-point game. And now here's Marcita. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Up top, Cawthon. 5 on the clock. For three. Danny Cawthon can't get that one to fall.
Didn't convert this time, but that's exactly the kind of look that they want.
And they'll take that shot each and every time you give it to them. More often than not, that's a made three.
There's a reason he's a 5-star recruit. MP with a 30-point performance here in the state championship game. Cawthon on the outside. James Marcita for three. Rebounded by Tombo. And Wells, a transfer to Plainview before the season. He's been a huge part of their success.
Wells knows how to shoot, something you can always use more of. Likely won't make that jump to the college level, though, but he's a great high school player and a really solid 1-2 punch with MP.
Plainview with the ball. A 21-point lead, the biggest lead of the game. And here's MP on the outside. And another three for Plainview.
You have to love his efficiency from range in this one.
Valuing each and every possession, taking only the shots he feels he can make.
Now here's Day. To the paint, Bishop. And then Bishop comes in with a dunk.
That's easy work for Bishop, the biggest dude on the floor.
MP outside. And another three for Plainview.
It's been a parade of threes from them ever since halftime.
Yeah, we know what they were talking about during the break. They've been dialed in from deep. So many of the players for the Panthers have been a part of the Plainview community their whole life. There have been a lot of legacy names.
Some of the kids have fathers and grandfathers that played for Plainview. It's not a large town, but they love their basketball.
Things have really gone south for him here.
Yeah, he can't buy a bucket. Not easy to shake off a cold streak like this.
Back to Prachumsi. Gish to Tombo. No good on the triple. They really need a bucket right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's been a while since they've scored last.
2 points.
He gets that one to fall.
Ooh, crafty finish from Vlad. Just taking the wind out of the Panthers, who have to contend with so much size that Dermanenko can sometimes slip past them.
Now here's MP. He's got 36 in this one. No good there with the triple. Marcita with it. He's picked up by Wells. Vlad Dermanenko on the wing. Back to Marcita. Over Wells. And there's the Bearcats with another bucket.
Coach Riley Altman has North Beverly prepared to play this game as if it's on their own home floor.
Oh, Coach Altman is a living legend. He's the most decorated high school coach in Illinois State history. And what's great about him is he doesn't want his players to be overwhelmed by the environment. He wants them to stay focused and in the game plan.
Now a timeout called by North Beverly. So it's both teams making a change here.
Mark Little, Tad Gibson, Justice Rosenberg.
Will make a substitution. And the Panthers call time here.
Substitution for the Bearcats. Time call.
MP outside. Fires the three. Can't hit that one. And of course, high school basketball around Chicago as competitive as it gets.
There is a legacy here. Yeah, players are chasing a shadow in the shape of the number 23, and it envelops every court in this city. Basketball could be a ticket, could be the opportunity of a lifetime for these athletes.
6 on the shot clock. Splitter with the bucket.
The moment he's free of his defender, he's headed to the hoop. That's a textbook use of the play.
Here's MP, and he drops it in from the low post. And MP is scratching his name into the high school lore with this performance, now at the 40-point mark with that score. August Splitter on the wing. Good, and Leftos gets the assist.
Well, as far as for being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively, guys.
Now here's MP. Try to come back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And as we know, a lot of colleges have their eyes on this state championship, a number of top recruits.
Oh, if you're a fan of basketball, this is the game to watch. A handful of these players might even make their way to the NBA. But MP, he's the most highly touted athlete out on the floor. And almost all of North Beverly's roster will play college ball somewhere.
On target from long range.
MP answers the call with a 3 of his own. He loves leading his team, and he's stepping up right now.
Timeout called by the Bearcats.
Substitution for the Bearcats.
And some fantastic passing for them in this one.
The ball is flying around. They look like a disciplined, well-coached team out there.
James Marcita for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Plainview on offense. Earlier tonight, they held a 25-point lead. And here's MP on the outside. Knocks down the triple.
Well, with MP as he's looking forward, tonight is key for his development. His coaches want him to be a bit more selfish and dominate with the scoring.
Cawthon sets the screen. Dishes to Marcita. Puts up a 3. Drills it from deep.
Stepping up to the challenge and returning fire from 3-point range.
Whoa, looks like we have a real battle from beyond the arc.
Now Wells. Back to Prachumsey. MP with the rock. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Cawthon. 3rd minute of action gone by in the 4th. Here's Marcita.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Bishop with the screen. Shoots over Prachumsey. They get the board.
Yeah, Cawthon is an absolute unit in the painted area, and you won't convince him any different.
First team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
Danny Parker taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good.
Not as projected a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
MP outside. There's the triple. Nails the three-pointer.
And everything's going their way right now. That's how it's been for them all game long.
And this late in the game, there's little chance that they're going to let a lead like this slip away.
Now here's Dermanenko. The crossover. And it's Patrick Wells with the rebound. MP outside. Tombo. MP outside. Fires for three. And the Panthers hit it again from deep.
And that's the kind of confidence and scrappiness that scouts love seeing. MP knows how dangerous he can be off the catch.
Now Marcita. The layup off target. Pass to Zadirko. MP. Wells outside. And Tombo. Up top for Chumpsy. On the wing, it's MP. Guarded by Day. MP with the bucket.
And this run was exactly what they needed to put the game away.
Yep. This is how to seal a win in style.
1 second separates the shot clock and the game clock here. James Marcita for three. Panthers pick up the board. From deep, it's MP. Yes, and it's Patrick Wells picking up the assist.
And they're just scoring at will, getting whatever shot they want out there.
Yeah, and the lead, it's only getting bigger. Not sure what the opposition is thinking at this moment.
Put it in the history book. The Plainview Panthers have done the unthinkable and are Illinois state champions. MP has led his school to glory, and this is a season Plainview will never forget.
And what can you say about MP and this team? You could never count them out, and they took down a Titan in North Beverly today.
And out of all the schools to end the dominance of North Beverly, nobody would have expected the Plainview Panthers.
These kids are legends today and here on out. It's a Cinderella story that this state will never forget.
For Drake Hugo, Danny Hager, this is Joe Lamy saying thanks for watching.
I told you we were going to get that W, bro. We did that. Hey, yo. Did y'all look at the stands during that trophy presentation?
Yeah, dude. Our whole section was crying.
Oh, man, it was crazy. I did not realize how much we meant to everyone until I saw it on their faces, man.
Oh, man, I ain't gonna lie. I had some tears rolling down.
Right?
Come on, man. That was some emotional stuff, y'all.
Bro, I had tears, especially because, like, this is it for me. You know, I'm not playing college ball, and I'm definitely not playing in FIBA like our boy
come
here.
on, man. Chill out.
Nah, but for real. I never left Illinois, and you're going all the way to Hungary to play for our country? Yo, that's wild.
And I can't even think about that right now. I just got to focus on graduating first, and that's it.
Come on, man. You got the best grades on the team, and you talking about you got to graduate first like you something at risk.
Hey, it's just one step at a time, P. You know, that's how you get to where I'm at, man.
Yeah, that and being a freak athlete.
Nah, that don't hurt. But if you're trying to build something big, you got to do it brick by brick, man.
Speaking of bricks, Benny over here been putting up bricks all season.
I knew you was going to say that.
All right. So you got jokes now, huh?
I got jokes. I got the looks. I got the charisma.
Delusional self-esteem.
Whoa. Throwing shots.
All the time, man.